Hi, my name is Natalie DeLille, and I'm from New York. I'm also Haitian, and I'm a 2024 Adele Emerging Leader. Yes, so this experience was nothing but amazing. It's truly beautiful to see how much people from just different countries and different nationalities come together to have a conversation about some of the world's most pressing challenges. For me, what I would recommend as we take a step away from this conference is to, number one, take what you've learned and share it with others. Let's not let these conversations just sit here amongst this very privileged group. Let's let the people who did not have access to this information so that they're also able to dissect and integrate into their work. The food is amazing. It is so colorful. It's so healthy. There's so much flavors and so much spices. And so if you're not having Moroccan food in your diet, you're missing out.
My name is Daniela Lakaja. I'm from Nigeria, the United Kingdom, and the Fiji Islands. And I guess about Atlantic Dialogues, this has been an incredible program. I mean, I'm so honored to have been here for the last week here in Rabat with 40 other young leaders from literally all around the world. We've had some incredible conversations and made some really incredible plans for the future. And I think that's really important as well, because sometimes when we come to these convenings, we talk and we talk and we talk, and then we don't do anything after talking. And with this, we have made plans. There are next steps in place. We are all staying in touch and connecting. And for young people around the world and around all of Morocco, I would absolutely say that it's time to organize and it's time to get together. You have to start almost taking the change that you want to see in the world into your own hands. There's no longer time to wait for anybody to give you a chance and give you a platform. You have to take the microphone for yourself. So I'm both a barrister and an advocate and an artist as well. And I think those two, people find it very funny when they say that I have done those two things, but for me, they're one and the same. I think I advocate for people through my art, through sculpture and film and photography. And I also think that there is an artistic component to being an advocate. You are weaving stories together and persuading people to step up and support a cause. So I've really enjoyed working with these two sides of my life. No, so cultural diplomacy is incredibly important. Incredibly important. I would argue it's the most important tool we have for social change in today's society. When you consider social media, when you consider the artistic world, when you consider politics, the most common thing that they all have is stories. And we have to learn to tell better stories, both about ourselves here in the Global South and in the Global North as well, in order to come together and solve some of the biggest issues of our time.
My name is Chrissy Kayode. I am Nigerian, currently based in the United States of America, and I am into energy financing. That's all I do at the moment. In my opinion, I think there is so many things that were said at this dialogue, but one thing that kept recurring, and it's probably because that is where I work, is climate financing, climate change, climate crisis. Everyone is talking about it. Every panel has mentioned it one way or the other, and I think that just emphasizes the urgency of the need for us to finance climate crisis, for us to look for financing that actually cater to that. So I think I'm very glad, really glad that these conversations are coming up even in Global South conversations, because we cannot be shy, we cannot shy away from the need for this, and so that's great. That's really great for me. Young people, just take space. I want to ask you to take space, believe in yourself enough to just continue to take the space that you deserve. Step out, have conversations, talk to people, apply for those fellowships, travel the world, go on and have that conversation with that partner, potential partner. I want to say that we are the future of the world. We are the future. We are the present even. And I just want to say that if we don't take the space that we deserve, that we already deserve, if we don't take the space that belongs to us, we wouldn't make the change that we are aligned to make. We wouldn't make the change that we're supposed to change. So I just want to say to young people again, in summary, go on and take the space that you deserve.
Hello, my name is Ayoub Al-Fdela. I'm a program officer at the American Commission for Education and Culture Exchange. I was one of the 41 leaders accepted in the program of this year. It's been so rich and so much information that you get from this experience and so much network. And not only that, but you understand how you can connect and brainstorm ideas that can take our world to the better future. Especially we have so many pressing issues, but when you discuss those issues and brainstorm ideas, not only it takes you to discuss them, but you move into actions, which kind of takes us to a lot of things that we can do in the upcoming years. So I believe this is just the main first step to a lot of great things in the future, and it's a main step to allow us not only to have a dialogue, but to understand our cultural diversity and how many common things we have, and what can those things bring us together and unite us to a better future, inshallah. I believe the main thing that everybody should focus on is that everybody can do anything they want. They just have to put this determination and dedication to it and not limit yourself to where you are, but expand on your knowledge, connect with people. Nothing is impossible, especially if you believe in your capacities. It has nothing to do with age as much as it has to do with the mindset.
My name is Asma Akrimi. I'm an economist and a governance specialist. I work in the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. I have been part of the ADEL program for this cohort. I'm really grateful for this experience. It has been like sharing experience, inputs from different colleagues from many countries. This has been really amazing. I think this edition was really special because we discussed really how to bridge the gap between the South and the North. But more importantly, what I really appreciate in this, it's more to define the concepts. What we say by North, what we say by South. We have not come with a consensus what the North is, what is the South. But I think we are heading in the right way to try to define the concept and try to understand how the South and versus North narrative can be shaped a little bit with this. So I think this edition was extremely important. Actually, when I think I noted from the interaction that they were discussing about the role of think tank. So normally the think tank is just here to give idea or implementations. I think even if we don't, there is no implementation, there is no harm. And it is very important to keep the dialogue, to keep thinking, because if we don't think, then we're going to go backward. So the thinking and keep the advocacy and keep bridging this research work and evidence-based work, it's extremely important. So I think the role of PSS Center is extremely important to keep this dynamic, and I'm very happy to be part of this Emerging Leader program and maybe come back here next year with more interesting topics to discuss.
Marinoa Ngokolo. I am from Ghana. I'm currently working on a project called the G20 Compact with Africa. It's really about increasing private investment into 13 African countries, and I'm doing this with an organization called the African Center for Economic Transformation, which is a think tank based in Accra, Ghana. I'm really excited to be here. I mean, it's been a great experience being part of the ADEL Emerging Leaders program and also getting to attend the Atlantic Dialogues. I think that one of the most important things for me that has come out of this is the importance of conversation, structured conversation as well. I think that gives us an opportunity to have the conversations that sometimes we don't want to have or that we struggle to have. And I think this has been a great platform, a great opportunity to do that. And I'm excited to take that further into different spaces, right? Because it's not, the intergenerational dialogue is not just in this place, it's also in our home countries and within the spaces that we operate. And so I'm looking forward to doing more of that. I'm also looking forward to taking a bit more charge, if I can put it that way, and also asserting my agency in terms of doing more, especially around like civic education in Ghana, because we've seen this sort of trajectory of democracy and decline, and the reason why that is because people don't feel like their voices are actually being heard, or that what they want is being reflected in the decisions being made. So I think there's a lot more that we can do with that if that is the current governance system that we are going with. So it's been a great learning opportunity. I've enjoyed meeting people, and I hope to be back some other time and to do more of this and also replicate it locally as well. Thank you. Yeah. Gosh, I've loved being here. Morocco is one of the favorite places to go on the continent, so it's my second time here. I had the chance to visit a couple other places, so I did see Marrakesh. I also went up to Chefchaouen on my own. And so, actually, not on my own. I went to Chefchaouen with a friend of mine. And it's been wonderful. The food, the people, the culture we've seen with some of the performances have been like fantastic. One of the things I love about Morocco really is the culture of implementation. You see things are getting done. I mean, the streets, the roads, and all of that is it's been fantastic and inspirational even being here. And I'm excited to see how we can replicate some of things. Now I know the systems and the structures are a bit different in our countries, but I think there are still lessons and opportunities to learn about how we get over just the plans and actually implement things and maintain them as well. I think that's one of the amazing things that we can take out of Morocco in terms of governance and implementation.